There. So, you saw my reaction video to the cows this morning. I apologize. It seemed relevant to put it up there, but now to explain a couple of things about why I acted like that. I don't care if the cows eat the grass in my field at all. Uh, they are destructive if they get close to your stuff. They shit everywhere. They knock shit over. You saw what they did to my fence. That was a lot of work digging into that concrete dirt. And they just pushed the shit over before I even get wire up on it. So that was frustrating. And that also taught me yesterday and today I've seen the cows lifting up the two wires and stepping over, lifting up the top wire and stepping over the lower wire, just going through the fence. So that's frustrating because you think you got a fence. You think, okay, two strands of wire, you're okay. No, you're not. The ranchers north of here, Jeffers has built a beautiful fence. The stakes are about every 6 or 7 feet. There's 4 strands of wire, and all those wires are attached with binders that go up and down. And the cows don't fuck with that fence. And so that's the sort of fence that I need to create here. I probably would not have fenced in this entire property the way that it is, but I figured if it was already there, I've got the basis for defense. So I sort of do. But up here, stakes are about 7 feet apart. Down there, they're 15 feet apart. So there's much leeway for a cow that is apparently smarter than it should be to figure out how to get through a fence. So I'm going to need like 30 more stakes. And that's a big pile of money. I am unable to work at the restaurant that I loved anymore. They've closed down. I felt at home there. I got treated really well there. I've since picked up some work more locally. You would think the difference between driving 28 miles to work and 85 miles to work would help me in some way, but not really, because I'd go up there once and stay a couple days. And here, if I'm going in more days, I got to come back and forth. Putting more mileage on my truck. But at least it's all local. The restaurant that I'm at is another Italian place, and I guess it's about the best thing Holbrook has going. It is busy, even though it's their slow season. Yesterday for Super Bowl, we must have had 100 people in there. Now, the restaurant doesn't impress me in any way. All of those people, what does impress me about the restaurant is some of the staff. Now, people have been there decades, 20, 30 years. That's a good sign for a place, even though I'll be making considerably less money here. They don't tip out. They don't even feed us. Even Denny's fed us 3 meals a day if we worked 8 hours when I was a kid. Panoli fed the hell out of me. I put on 30 pounds at Panoli, and I'm already taking it off. These gray pants I was wearing are not painful anymore. So that's good. Plus, I'm running every day. The cows are not an enemy, per se. They're a challenge. A challenge that I can address. And I'm going to address it. In the summer, I don't want them near me at all. They stink and they're covered with flies. They would bring flies here that otherwise wouldn't come by. So it's got to be dealt with within the next couple of months. I got to get enough money rolling in to get that started. Plus, I wanted to do my idea of creating Airbnb. Actually, I was going to go with Hipcamp for this location for nudist friendly, like naturists. It's a great place to hike and get the Arizona sun on you, and I love doing that, and I want people to be able to do that if they want. That looks like it should be a good plan. I just got to build a decent shower here, and we're kind of there. I already have a toilet facility available. That would be a great thing. If I can make something successful there where I don't have to leave the property unless I'm getting groceries, that would make me very happy. But for now, I'm at a place that's their intent is to teach me to cook. And that's good because that's a skill that's marketable. I could use it anywhere. I can go anywhere in the world probably and get a job cooking if I can do line cook. And the cook, like I was saying, We had 100 people in there for a fucking Super Bowl yesterday, and he did that whole line by himself. Kicked ass. So I come in there. This has been there a couple days. And I have told them I've got food handling experience, and I made pizzas and stuff where I was before. This restaurant is laid out a lot better than that one was. I don't ever have to leave the kitchen. The bus people, there's like 10 girls that work there, a bunch of Indians and Mexican girls. Some of them are wait staff, and some of them just bus. They bring the shit back to me. They scrape the plates, take care of that, and so that I got time also to take care of pizzas and other stuff they need done. So I've done pizzas. I know how to do pizzas. Well, it turns out we did pizzas differently at my former restaurant. You put it on a pan and bake it for a few minutes, and then by the time you slide it into the pizza oven, it's got a good surface on the bottom and just slides right in. Here, they got a big wooden paddle, and you put your wet dough on that paddle, and then you can't get it off. I did all right up until now. I've done, 10 pizzas there, and they were all right. So here I got a big pizza in front of me. I'm all ready to put it in. I put it in the oven and pull the paddle back, and it comes back out with me. And I can't get it off the fucking paddle. You're supposed to put some flour on the paddle. Getting a little wind here. Oh, we got a dust devil form in here. Neat. Those are always cool. Not really visible on a camera, unfortunately. So I make my pizza, I put it in, I'm all ready to go, and we'll come off the fucking paddle. I try to scrape it off the paddle with a separate paddle, and I get a misshapen fucking pizza. I get the metal paddle, I pull it back out, I make the pizza round again. Looks like shit, but it'll be fine once I've cooked it. Put it in the fucking oven, can't get it off the fucking paddle. And then it all falls back to the back of the fucking stove and just starts burning. It's all gone down the back of the stove, scraping out what I can. When the kitchen manager walks in for his shift, he's not scheduled, he just comes in whenever he feels appropriate, and he lives nearby. They've got their own deal there. He's been there like 30 years. Another talented person. Front guy says he needs help with pizzas. And kitchen manager just takes over pizzas. Neither of them says a word to me all night. So I just fucking stay on top of dishes, and I hustle. If I'm going to do something, I fucking do it. I'm at a restaurant. I'm like, all right, this is like an apprenticeship. They're going to give me a skill if I work for nothing for a year. And not even get fed. So fine. And I work my butt off, and I've been working my butt off all the days I'm there because it's consistently busy, and this is the fucking slow season, I say once again. The reason that the cook can handle his things as well as he does, besides knowing the place backward and forward and having years of experience, is everything's prefab. They just basically are heating everything up. Portions are come all prepackaged. They do very little prep work at all there. So I figured I'd be helping with prep. I'm not doing much. Cut some bread and potatoes and measure shit out in packages. What they don't buy already in packages. But it's still fucking impressive. And also, I clean up that kitchen at the end of the night, and the guy barely makes a mess. I mean, that's how I would do things. I don't just drop shit on the floor and leave it till the end of the night. I can't do that. And he just doesn't ever drop shit on the floor. And that's beautiful. So we get through Super Bowl night, busted my butt, took care of everything the way that I consistently do. And kitchen manager says, don't worry about it, it happens. And then he goes out and has some drinks on the floor with the Super Bowl people. And when I leave, he gives me a thumbs up. I was told that he could be rough with people if they didn't do exactly what he wanted. And I get that. A lot of chefs are like that. But I thought that was pretty nice. And I did see him make a wrong pizza order in the night, so it's not like he's infallible either. But they're talented people, and I want to impress them, and I want to be trained to be able to do that. And, I've got, not inconsiderable background with prep cooking and sous chef, and I've done things with people prior, worked other restaurants. I really loved where I was. It's really a shame that it's gone. I wish that it wasn't. But, you know, it beats working at Taco Bell or McDonald's or something. I used to qualify which restaurants I would work at by whether I could eat their food. And I don't want to work somewhere I can't eat their food. Apparently I work somewhere I can't eat their food because I'm not going to pay full price for food at a restaurant I'm working in. And that's how things are there. That's just very strange. According to my former manager as well. So, I need to pull in enough money to build a fence. Going around this property is probably going to require about a mile of wire. It's $100 a quarter mile for wire. More stakes. I'm looking at like a $600 or $700 project just to fix the existing fence and extend it to the edge. Not even to go down into the hole, which I'm going to need to do. As Robert has told me, they've come up there before, and I've definitely chased them down. They'll go up and down if they want to, or need to, I guess. Doesn't seem to be their first choice. I feel like I have a plan. The unprepared prepper is not completely without ideas or motivation. I like nothing else than to lay here and do nothing in the sun. And I intend to keep doing that. And looking at all these beautiful things here, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to stay here. You know, beg or borrow. I don't think I might be talented enough to steal around here. There's too much competition for that. But I'll get by. I appreciate the support. I appreciate that there are people out there that actually watch this stuff that I do and are interested in it. Probably going to keep it a little more on point. You won't be seeing too many of my rants, I guess, as far as screaming fuck, 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 fuck. That's who I am, sorry, whatever.